Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, a happy Wednesday to you all. We're back with some Xdinary Heroes one time. And, luckily, in the absence of a proper album listen for their live lock album, we're getting B-side MVs from them, which is spectacular for me indeed, because I don't have the time to check out the entire album on camera. And I think I explained that when I listened to Break the Break, which was an absolutely spectacular song by all means of the word. It was tremendous fun. I have listened to the album, and I was kind of hoping that it was Freddie that got the MV, but, I'm not going to complain too much, because Pluto is actually a very good anthemic song, and I very much enjoy it. I just need to go and actually type out the album listen, because I've listened to the Live Lock album, and I think it's very good. It's very good. I think the progression of the album is the best part about it all. But we have an MV for a B-side titled Pluto. I believe this is like song number 3 on the album. 3 or 4, I forget which one it was. But let's go check it out one time. DJ, roll the intro. I'm glad Pluto got an MV. I mean, I'm kind of hoping we get more B-sides that get the MV, kind of like last era, because I would love to get a live clip of Freddie, because that's my favorite B-side on the album. But I reckon they could do some cool things with Pluto. I'd love to see the emotional delivery of the vocals being shown on camera through Pluto. So I'm kind of hoping this is a more or less a live clip rather than a proper MV. But we'll find out, won't we? Here we go. Usually I'm not the biggest fan of auto-tune, but I think this works for me. It's like it's offset by 2 unmodified vocals for the most part. I mean, there's a little bit of filtering going on with Juyeon here, but it's not like mechanically pitched, so to speak. But like the way this song grows. Again, I think like auto-tuning the little runs, I think is tasteful. It's not overwhelming. Yeah, I'm glad that it's not every single person getting the auto-tune. That isolated drum fill to transition from the pre-chorus into the chorus is so good. It's kind of like spine-chilling in a way. It's very cool. It's like, you rarely hear the drummers get this much attention on like the killing parts of the song. So, I love it. I really need to get a haircut because the hair's getting into my eyes every time I like bop along to a song. double voice unison to finish. It's a very strong way to finish the song with that final note. Pluto for me is actually a very interesting Xdinary Heroes song because I forget what was the ballad from last album that I really liked. But Pluto for me has the intensity of an Xdinary Heroes song without the grit. And I know there is still a decent amount of crunchiness to the song, but for me, by having it be kind of like this slower, pulsating, anthemic song, it kind of takes away the roughness of it while still keeping the intensity of it. And I think that's what Pluto does really well for me, is that balance of the grit and the power, but also the production side of things where we're getting a lot more of the digital stuff coming into play with, say, the auto-tune or the additional like vocal filtering going on for, say, Juyon's pre-chorus and things like that. They're not overdoing it. And the thing about bringing in technology into a band setting is I find that when groups do use a lot of technology in a band setup, that sometimes they can get carried away with it. And while there's certain chunks of Pluto that use a lot of technology, say, with auto-tune, there's entire sections of songs that all use auto-tune. But it's not the entire song that uses auto-tune. And whenever there's an auto-tune segment, it's usually offset by a section of vocals that isn't. So while they aren't afraid to use the technology, they're not entirely reliant on it. And that makes me, as someone who's not the biggest fan of auto-tune, listening to this song a lot easier. So I commend them on doing a very good job of keeping that balance between the raw, the acoustic, and the technologically modified. Little bit of a short one with this. Kind of treat this as the album listen, so to speak. We'll just do it in parts. And if it's anything like last year, I'm hoping we get more B-side MVs like this, because that'll actually save me a little bit of time as well. And plus, be able to check out more Xdinary Heroes music, I'm not going to complain about them because, well, I mentioned when I checked out Break the Break that Xdinary Heroes are a great time, and they're a group that I really need to sit down and properly learn at some point. And, what better way to do that than get more content from them? So I'm not going to complain about that one bit. Plus, the Live Lock album is very good, and the music off of it is tremendous. So really no reason to complain whatsoever. It's a win-win for everybody. But that is it from me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness may brighten up someone else's day-to-day. Know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.